Just looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J. Yeah! Mundo. What? And Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got two words for you.
Once again, we are together on this first week of the week, the first day of the week. It's Monday night, everybody. It's Monday Night Raw and Monday night as you join here with the fellas at the Three Bells Podcast table. What's good, everybody? It's me, your homie Shane, coming to you live from the Eastern U.S. section of the Three Bells Podcast table. Of course, I'm not here alone. Sitting next to me, on this side rather, is Mr. Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. CEO himself. And on the other side, right over there, it's the cool guy, Google guy, Triple J. Fellas, what's good? What's good?
His name and he appears.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. 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 Drop it. What's good, Three Bells Podcast? It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. himself, and happy Monday. Happy Monday. Even though it's not our favorite day of the week, but you know what? It gets the week started with our good old WWE. Let's get ready to talk about it. Triple J, my brother, what's going on? What's up?
Yeah, it's your boy Main Event Triple J, now live here on YouTube. What's good, everybody? I had a good Monday. This Raw was sweet. Let's get it and yeet.
So like you guys said, Mundo's here, Jay's here. More importantly, you all are here. So let's do it. Let's get it. For this is Three Bells Podcast, everybody. What, you're not going to say it with me?
Please.
Yeah, we did a test one for all three of us to say that, and yeah, let's just say that it was more funny than serious.
Yeah.
So we have a very interesting episode of Raw to recap. Fellas, we have a lot of clips that we are going to talk about. There's been a whole lot of video clips playing, a whole lot of backstage. Kathy Kelly, she was working real hard tonight. She was doing a lot of interviews. So we're gonna recap all of that. But before I start, I want to take this moment, fellas, to give prayers and condolences to the Jackson's family for just late last night, right before I went to bed, I clicked and a picture of Tito Jackson showed up with the year he was born this year. So I was like, no way. And yeah, apparently he was driving and he had a heart attack. Like, that's the story so far, that he had a heart attack as he was driving. So yeah, prayers go out to, the entire Jackson family.
Shane, this is like the third week in a row that you started off this show with prayers and condolences to somebody's family. This is crazy.
Yeah. It's been an unfortunate, like, we're losing like all of our legends, our icons. I understand that everybody's getting, older, but it's like we're so preoccupied with our lives, we don't even realize that James Earl Jones was over 90 and Tito, he was 70.
Yeah.
So shout out to, and his real name, which I actually found out, is Toriano.
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, so where did they get Tito out of this? I'm like,
yeah,
I don't even see another T in his name.
Right. I guess that's like, one of those little playful nicknames and they just stuck with it. It's like one of those. But yeah, condolences to the Jacksons.
Yeah. Poor Miss Jackson. Lost another son.
But she has that big family though, so she's never alone. So
Right.
that's good. None of them are never alone. The kids, all of them. So
Grandkids, great grandkids,
oof.
great grandkids, right?
Huge.
Probably go that far.
Huge, yeah. it's real big. All right, so let's talk Raw. You guys ready to go Raw for, you know, how we always start every episode of Raw where we say, hello, Damien and Rhea. Hello, Judgment Day, as they come in, and they're going to interact and see each other later on. Damage Control, they're out here tonight, along with BB&J, Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill. They're also here. And, of course, the two that I'm waiting to see later, the two big Brawns, Big Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed. And CM Punk is in the house, fellas. He wants to have a talk with us.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
He pulled up in an Equinox. It looked like a Chevy Equinox, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very
Nice.
family.
Nice,
Very family.
Yes.
Very family style. Not too.
Nice rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pops has one.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I like that shot because Mundo, that was one of our favorite shots. It was the single shot that we got so far tonight.
Right. And he didn't even close his door. I was like,
Wow, in the beginning.
he just got out the car.
Yeah, he just got out of the call. I guess the cameraman was supposed to close it for him. I don't know. So yeah, Jay, this is our single camera shot. And the camera follows him from his car all the way into the ring. The music cued at its perfect time. He came out. Everybody cheered for him. CM Punk. And he gets into the ring and he wants to talk to us, fellas. He wants to have a nice little chit chat. Because in one person, we all know who that is. So let's hear from the man himself, CM Punk. My audio's good, yes?
Yep.
Good.
I'm at the point.
I'm sorry, before we start, we got to give shout outs. Hello, we got to give shout outs to our chat room, our chat. You got Lawan. He says, "What's up, fellas? What's good, Lawan? What's going on?"
What up, Lawan? What's going on, my brother?
Good. What's good, Wani?
He says,
Wani again.
Wani.
Oh, my God. What?
And you know what? That cute little name that you just gave him, that warrants this right here. It goes, about damn time Triple J could finally hear you. Well, we can hear and see, so everything's cool.
But can we see? I don't know what his face looks like right now. He's very stone faced.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah. It's like we can see him, but we can't see him. So
right. Jabberwockies.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Danielson. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are, Mr. Danielson. He says, absolutely thrilling to watch. Sky and Belair delivered an unforgettable match that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. We're going to talk about that later on. And, of course, Lawan goes, Triple is Ghostface. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You remember Ghostface came with that first album? We didn't see what he looks like for years. So that's what Jay's trying to do. All right, let's hear from CM Punk. Punk, what's up?
In my career, where sometimes people ask me how many matches do I have left in these old bones?
His tone.
He changed his whole voice.
Depending on how you feel about me,
He sounds
the answer
pissed.
is either wildly disappointing,
So this is
or
how
it
he
makes
sounds
you
when he's talking to
tremendously happy, because
AJ.
the answer
He
is
shouldn't.
way more than you think.
It's not a happy tone.
Ooh, he wouldn't call her that. He didn't say that.
that's the tone he would call it. I'm saying he's not a happy tone.
She would whoop his ass if she would have called her.
When I came back to the WWE, I said I did not come here to make friends, and that didn't necessarily mean that I came here to make a mortal enemy, but that's exactly what I have done. So much so.
He sounds like a smoker.
That the only way to end this
That's what I did.
between Drew McIntyre and myself is in hell.
He just had 2
In a
cigars.
cell.
I guess so.
It sounds like that aunt, huh?
A pack of Slims and pink shell pale, baby.
I feel a little bit naive to think that I thought this was over because I touched 4 turnbuckles.
He
in
sounds
Berlin.
like Kane when Kane first started talking with the thing.
With the thing, the cigarette
Maybe
thing.
Drew was a little bit naive to think that this was all going to be over because he jumped me in Chicago months ago and tried to drag my wife and my dog into this mess.
Into this mess.
We probably all agree that it should have stopped the second time Drew sent me to a hospital 2 weeks ago.
Second time?
But I'm just too damn stubborn.
Yeah. That's what we love about him, don't we?
Drew's fatal mistake in all this is not getting the job done. But now things are drastically different. People can ask me, how many Hell in the Cell matches do you have left in you? The honest answer is 0.
No,
Yeah, okay.
no.
Yeah, okay, lying eyes. Why you lying for?
My little sisters asked me not to
Zero.
do this. My wife asked me not to do this.
Did your dog tell you to?
Doesn't your dog
Maybe
give you puppy dog eyes,
The
sad
angel
eyes?
on my shoulder begged me not to do this.
I guess that's the angel on the shoulder, the little doggy.
They can't talk about Larry?
So,
Huh?
armed with all of that information, please allow me to tell you exactly why I am going to do this.
Tell us. Tell us. Explain. Explain.
Well, as if he wasn't going to do it?
The last time I was in Portland, I sat there and I told Drew, if you push me far enough, I can become the devil himself.
Remember that?
Oh, really?
2 hospital visits later.
And now the devil's here. The devil in my heart tells me the only way this ends is in Hell in the Cell. The same heart Drew McIntyre promised that he was going to get to stop beating.
These are some strong words.
And Drew McIntyre, I can't promise I'm going to kill you.
See, strong words.
Yeesh.
Because I won't make promises that I 100% cannot deliver on. So here is my promise. I'm going to make you bleed.
A little bit.
That is the point. It's in the title.
And I promise that you are going to have to kill me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeesh. Not hurt, but
Because
kill.
I am prepared to die. I am prepared for this heart to stop beating. I am prepared for all of this to be over with. I had a great career, and if this is the end, so be it.
It's really that serious, huh, fellas?
Yeah, I'm prepared to die.
Pretty much.
I'm prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk. And if you're prepared for this to be the end of Drew McIntyre,
give me a hell yeah.
Okay, that's what
I'll see you in hell.
I so wanted to say that.
The devil is going down to Georgia, and he's...
Wow. Jay, Mundo, that's some
heavy shit there.
Very heavy. I mean,
pretty much.
He's talking about killing and dying and waiting for your heart to start beating. And
right.
What is going on?
That's a lot going on at 8 o'clock at night. My goodness gracious.
Right. Right. That's like after what's the safe time? What is it? 9, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Right. You talking about killing and dying and
you figure with Monday Night Football being on, they had to start off real quick with that. Right. You know, get the fans before the first 15 minutes.
Sure.
Wow. I forgot there's a Monday War going on with the football and
at that, CM Punk has to be on NXT tomorrow, so you figure he would go first as well.
Really? I thought he wasn't going on till October.
No.
It was the last week.
He called Ava last Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
So, matter of fact, I'll be there next week to tell you myself.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you should have an interesting show tomorrow, Mr. J.
Pretty much. I'm gonna love it, CM Punk being there.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Well, will he talk like this tomorrow, though?
Yeah, we still need some cigarettes.
I'm expecting Drew to show up tomorrow.
On NXT?
On NXT?
He didn't show up tonight.
No, the
so I'm
dog agrees
expecting him
with you.
tomorrow.
Yeah. The dog's going, Punk.
Yeah, I mean... Well, I mean, you've seen the pattern already, though. That's the way they do it. They don't. It's rare that they show up on the same show. It's 1 week it's Drew, the next week is Punk, then the next week it's Drew, then it's Punk, and then we get them together and somebody gets beat up. So yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think out of all the pay-per-views that we've had this year, this is the longest gap that we've had between pay-per-views. I mean, they have a lot of time since what was the last pay-per-view? Can't even think of it.
What was the last pay?
We just had before. We did No Mercy, which was NXT.
That's NXT.
Oh, the weekend with NXT Bash in Berlin.
Right. So it's been a minute since then, and then we still got a whole month, basically, or a few more weeks to go until Bad Blood. So they have a lot of time. I realized that watching this.
Pretty much.
Oh, you too? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Scooby J is like, yeah, man, he doesn't like that at all. Scooby J doesn't like it. We don't like it either. But
Scooby J,
because there's only but so much storytelling that you can do between now and October. I mean, we still got 2 weeks until October.
Right, and it's not to mention this thing's been going on for 9 months. So yeah, but yet they've still been able to keep it interesting.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. If not, then we're gonna have some dry ass episodes of the Three Bells podcast recapping. Because it's gonna be like, didn't we just have this discussion last week or the week before? It's to a point where we're repeating ourselves, and it's like, well, what's the point of having a show if we're just gonna say the same spiel as the past 2-3 episodes? We might as well just replay those with a date and color on it.
Right.
And call it brand new and be like, well, that's what WWE is doing.
But am I mistaken, or is Bad Blood replacing the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? is that like I feel like Hell in a Cell was in that time area of the year. Because if y'all didn't notice, one like tonight, when they show the Bad Blood logo, it now has a cage a part of it, the Hell in a Cell.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, is this the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? Remember when I think it was like last year or something like that, they were talking about, or earlier this year, they were talking about getting rid of the gimmick pay-per-views like Hell in a Cell or TLC and replacing it with actual, regular pay-per-views. Elimination Chamber.
But with the same,
right?
It's the same theme, but a different name.
Well, like maybe Elimination Chamber is another one. I don't remember. We had it this year, but Hell in a Cell would have been, I think, around this time. I think that's the October pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. So they changed the pay-per-view name to Bad Blood, which is the original pay-per-view.
So one was not a champ. One was like Night of Champions then. Usually that's an October one too, right?
Well, we still got the Crown Jewel. That's right after Hell in a Cell. Bad Blood.
Keep forgetting about that.
Because we haven't seen them advertise it. They've been only advertising Bad Blood and Survivor Series.
Pretty much.
Crown Jewel is what? Before Survivor Series, right?
Yeah, that's in the middle. I hate when they do a PLE like that 2 or 3 weeks after.
Short.
Yeah.
But basically, matter of fact, it does make sense though, because all the feuds are probably gonna be done, because they can't keep running all these feuds past Bad Blood, because Raw's only gonna be 2 hours. So you can't do 10 stories that you would normally do on Raw in 2 hours. There's no way.
Right. Well, we'll see how they'll make this work, because that's a real close gap, those 3 PLEs.
Yeah.
Compared to this big wide gap that we're experiencing right now. They waited all the way to October.
And then after Survivor Series, we don't get one to January.
Well, then shoot, January, that's going to be like Raw Talk going to, I was just about to say NXT, about to go to Netflix. That's the highly anticipated moment right there.
Yeah.
So, and we also see if it's going to be either 2 hours or 3 hours.
I was just about to say, like, do they go back to 3 hours? But I think, damn it, I was about to do it too. I think Netflix, here we go. Netflix, I think they would probably want the 3 hour product.
Even though, Triple H is against that. He hates 3 hours.
But he still has, his problem is he still has a roster fit for 3 hour programming.
He hates it. But then again, if Netflix paid for it, then we shall see, because we don't know, because they said between October whatever
7th
till January is going to be 2 hours. So that's why I was asking, because it's up in the air. They didn't just say permanently. They just said between those times.
I'm still thinking that because of the whole situation where Raw didn't have a place to be after the contract expired, I think, excuse me, so I think they settled on a 2 hour time slot, because they probably already gave that 10, 11, o'clock spot to something else.
Right.
So they're like, well, we have 2 hours here for you if you guys want to stay. We just can't do 3 anymore.
That makes sense. But it has to end by 10 o'clock. Don't do that slick shit you did this past Friday.
Yeah.
Or past 10. Had us pushing our time back.
I was thrown off. I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like
thrown off.
What's going on?
I didn't mind. I'm not complaining. I didn't mind. But if that's the case, then we got to keep our eyes open on the fact that they're going to go past 10 o'clock, like how they used to usually do.
Right, but at least put it in the program, like at the bottom, the guide and let us know that it's going over the 10 o'clock mark. Because even back then, it would be like Raw goes off at 10:02 or 05 or something like that. And now in NXT, how they do it, 08. Be kind. Let us know.
Well, LaJuan, your tag team partner, he agrees. Back to 3 in beginning of Netflix. I mean, are you just like us hoping that, or
Are you telling us?
are you telling us?
I don't know.
What do your execs know that we don't know?
Anyway, speaking of telling, we're definitely going to keep you guys posted on this. I'm sure they're going to give us more information on it. But speaking of information and talking, we are with Kathy Kelly, becoming one of the busiest individuals in the WWE, where she is in the gorilla, and she's having a quick conversation with Sheamus before he comes out for his match. So
He likes that. He likes that spot to do interviews.
Right before he goes out, I notice. Yeah, he likes to give his final thoughts, and then it's fight night.
Thanks so much, Wade. Joe, I am here with Sheamus. And Sheamus, we have seen escalating tension between yourself and former comrade Pete Dunne over the past several weeks. So take me through how you're feeling heading into this match tonight.
You know, Miss Kelly, I thought this Pete Dunne fella too well. He really hit me where it hurts, you know? I know, I'm not talking about when he smashed my hand or when he cracked the shillelagh across my back, my shillelagh. I'm talking about when he took my dream away from me. The 1 mountain I have left to climb here in the WWE, the Intercontinental Championship, and becoming the first ever WWE Grand Slam champion. But now, Miss Kelly, it's time to
only Jay makes those connections. I don't get it.
And to the arena out here, the proper fellas, I ask you, please, whatever you do, don't call him Butch.
In his world, it makes sense.
He hates that.
Don't call him
He
Butch.
actually despises being called Butch. When you say Butch over and over again.
Sounds like you want to say the other B word.
Right. And now the crowd is saying Butch.
Well, tonight, Pete Dunne, you become
see what Trick started?
So I only got one.
See? Because he says,
left.
you become my Butch.
Portland, are you ready for a banger?
And then he steps out. So tonight, you're going to be my Butch.
You're a Butch.
Butch. You're a Butch-ass Butch.
Butch.
I'm so upset that Trick has not, like, he should have came out to that song, at least during that match for him. Yeah, his song.
You're a Butch. You're a Butch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an ugly Butch. You can't beat me, Petey.
Said Butch 4 times in this segment. Well, yeah, I mean, because he said Butch, but I think it meant different ways. You know what I mean?
And he was also inciting. He was inciting the crowd. He was trying to get them to say it, and then they eventually caught on and started saying it.
Mm-hmm.
You heard what Joe Testator said about Kathy tonight, right? Before that interview happened, he called her the ace anchor.
Oh, the ace interviewer.
Ace interviewer, yeah. So she's A1 now.
All right, well that's what's up.
Yep, she
that's
got the
why
lead.
she's so hard working. So hey, that's what's up.
And say her name 5 times fast.
Kathy Kelly, Kathy Kelly, Kathy Kelly, Kathy Kelly, Kathy Kelly.
Is that 5?
Yes.
Well, while Jay is taking a break for speed reading, speaking, I'm going to hear from Mundo and then Jay with our first match, where it says right there, Sheamus versus Pete Dunne.
Well, again, as I believe we got this match a few weeks ago on Raw, with that first match was a banger. I was very, very impressed with Pete and him hanging in there with Sheamus. And again, I'm loving this role that Sheamus is now playing, being the veteran guy, helping out the up and comers, the not so veteran guys, and he's doing a great job in the ring with them. To start the match off, he hits Petey with the swinging Uranagi, and he slams the shit out of him. I'm like, damn, okay, Pete, he might have broke you in half there. And then, not to be outdone, Pete hits him with a step up enziguri in the corner. I'm like, okay, these guys, nobody's trying to, basically not have the momentum. These guys were just like not giving an inch to each other to start off the match. So no one person was in power. And speaking of power, here comes Petey with this running sit down powerbomb out the corner. I was like, this dude is strong. This is the second time he done hit. There we go. It's the second time he done hit Sheamus with a sit down powerbomb out of the corner. But this time he had the nerve to actually run. And I'm like, okay, great strength right there by this dude. And then I think Sheamus is I don't know if you want to call it desperate or opening up his moveset, but him going up to the top rope and delivering that flying knee, I don't recall ever seeing that from him before. So I was like, okay, is this desperation? Are you doing something new? Are you adding more to your repertoire? I was just very intrigued by that. And then Pete was yelling in his face, and then out of nowhere, Sheamus grabs him and calls him a bitch. Not a butch, but a bitch. and Wade is like, what was it? Joe was like, did you hear that? He was like, yeah, he called him, I think he meant to call him a butch, but he called him the other word. I was like, yeah, I heard that loud and clear. I was like, wow. And yeah. Then he called up the British Bulldog and Heaven was like, you mind if I use your move? He was like, no problem. Go ahead, bro. And hit Pete with that power slam off the middle rope. And I was like, okay, this match is looking good. It's looking good for Sheamus. And Jay, I'll let you take over.
Well, right after that that body slam that he did from the top ropes, he gave him nice 17 beats to the ballad tonight. And if you notice how sneaky Pete was able to grab a shillelagh, and that didn't work. So, you see what happened with the ref. The ref took it, and
stupid ass ref.
Pete gets a cricket bat, and you hear Joe Tessitore in the background like, yo, that bat is heavy. How was he able to swing it the way that he did and connect it with Sheamus to get that victory? I give it to Petey for being, one up with that one, and us getting a 1-up match now where I feel this is similar to what we get on SmackDown with Andrade and Carmelo. This might go 3 to 5 matches if that's the case. Because Petey's one guy, if he loses, he wants to get you back. And Sheamus is the same way. Sheamus is going to want this revenge and be like, look, our next match is probably got to be some type of a hardcore match and where we got to use weapons on each other because it seems like that's the case that they are using them. The shillelaghs, now the cricket, bat. What's next? Just give them that type of a stipulation for the third match.
Jay, do you think that the finish for this match was purposely done like that by Pete? He hit him with a bro kick.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's adding insult to injury right there.
Because he knew he had him once he cracked him with the bat.
Yeah. And
them bats are they weigh more than a regular baseball bat. So
I thought it was I thought it was a 2x4 at first. Honest to God.
Them cricket bats are damn near 40 ounces. So
yeah. Lawan says it's a cricket bat.
Well, we knew that.
And, usually when you hit the cricket bat, it's usually like that uppercut swing. It's not typical like a regular baseball swing. So,
right.
Whew. Nice way to take him out.
Adding to your lesson, Jay,
right.
Lawan also says cricket is a sport. Yeah, he actually typed fast in this one. Cricket is a sport played.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Okay, this is too perfect. Okay. Yeah, this sounds like a Google search. Yeah, cricket is a sport played with a bat and a ball between two teams of 11 players on an oval-shaped field. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game originated. Yeah, he used the word originated.
Google
it is now popular around the world. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Nice try, Mr. Mr. Chat G how you call it? The chat, what you call it? The chat GPT. Is that what you call that? Mm-hmm. Or it's for the listeners that don't know the definition. Okay.
You mean the viewers? The viewers.
Yeah, Lawan, viewers, because they can see us now. See? How many fingers am I holding up? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Gotta love Lawan. You gotta love him.
Yeah, man.
Bromance on the fifth floor.
Mm-hmm. You know who else we gotta love? We also have to love the Terror Twins. Gotta make sure that I get their name right. I gotta get to this. They're in the back. So we got a quick look back at Judgment Day beating the brakes out of Damien and Rhea. So after we see that little clip, we're now backstage with Rhea and Damien Priest. Let's hear what they got to say.
What's up, Priest? Yeah.
Jey Uso.
I know you got a match with Dominic tonight, Uso. You're not going to ask for my help because I know how you get down, bro. But I'm going to have eyes on that match, bro. Got you.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Ooh, so what up, man? Hey, what's going on?
Priest? Rhea? Now, look, I know that we haven't seen eye to eye in the past, but I know all three of y'all got an issue with the Judgment Day. But tonight, Kofi and I got a match for the tag team titles. We can become champs for the 13th time. And just like when you were fighting for the heavyweight championship, you wanted to go it alone, yeah. So you could prove to everybody that you deserve to be there. We want to go it alone to prove to everybody we still got what it takes. So that's all I'm asking. Stay back here and let us handle it.
I can respect that. Just do us all a favor, though. Whoop their asses and take them titles.
Hell yeah.
Whoop that trick.
I like him a lot more than Dunne.
Yeah, let's go, man. Yee?
All right, so Jay's down. It's official. There's no questions. There's no need to second guess. He's down.
He's been, that's his mommy. Well, soon to be, or maybe, I don't know.
Soon to be, or maybe. Well, it's possible. I can kind of see it brewing.
Right.
I think if something, and it's one of those. It's one of those, they're chilling, and then something happens where Rhea falls down and Jay falls on top of her.
Yeah.
And they have that little stare down moment.
Look.
Yeah. And then in our heads we hear that.
Right.
And then they go in for a kiss, and then right before they connect, something happens.
Damien comes.
Mm-hmm. So
Rhea, need your help.
Don't kiss that. They don't connect yet, but they're
in the teasing
almost.
phase. So what do you think Rikishi thinks about this right now? Because he wasn't happy. He voiced his displeasure of them going with this type of storyline.
Right, I can understand. Rikishi has a lot to say. I love you, dog, but let Jay be Jay. Let Jay do his thing.
Speaking of Jay, we can see you.
Absolutely, we can see everything. Like you mute your mic, but your camera was wide open.
Because the button to press my camera is not there.
So okay, well.
And I literally just spilled a whole cup of soda on the floor, so I had to run up.
Again.
That Pepsi, man. I think you might need a new contract with a different provider. Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I don't want Coke.
LaJuan wants to womp you.
Womp you.
Womp you. There's an H in there, LaJuan.
Yeah.
You should Google it and see.
So do we give the womp?
Yep, he takes it from me. Yep. Trying to womp my ass.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Party people, we have this thing where we have a womp count. So it's like each time one of us makes a mistake or blooper, it's considered a womp. That's where we get this. So if you get that, and then that to follow, we have this new graphic where we're going to keep a tally. We're keeping a tally. See,
ladies and
Triple
gentlemen,
J and Shane?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the womp scoreboard. Thanks, Shane O'Mac. You the man.
Mm-hmm. So LaJuan, he will be on. If he's on,
okay, yeah.
That's where you see, which would be Friday. So you don't get a word per se, but you're still getting a womp. So like we'll remember LaJuan.
The whoop.
Yo, the whoop.
Yeah.
He said, I don't care about my womp-womps. My womp-womp, you hit the record last Friday. Oh.
Ooh.
Ah.
You hit the record, Jay. Did you even know? Did you know?
What record? What record?
For the most womp-womps in the night.
So I got womp-womps and I wasn't available for him. Okay.
You got womp-womp
That's why he's wanting.
No, you got womp every time you showed up and then disappeared. Showed up and disappeared.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Are you like back now?
For now.
No, I'm saying because if you are, I can't see you. You gotta sit back or something. You're not in the camera.
Hold on.
So I'm saying it was showing that I was frozen on this end, so I figured Shane did that from his end.
Well, why
so
would
that's
I
why I
freeze
got
you?
up.
Shane frozen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every time a segment plays, it freezes, and then like 3 minutes later, I unfreeze.
Well, being that you're non-frozen, let's go backstage. We're going backstage with Mr. Big Man, Mr. Strowman, and your homie Mundo.
Yes. How you feeling?
The GOAT.
Big match Bronson Reed tonight.
I mean, I'm pretty banged up still from what's been going on over the last couple of weeks, but I'm not making excuses about it, you know.
Well,
I
just want to say good luck, man.
Thank you, man.
Got it.
Thank you.
Hey, I also want to know, what did you mean last week when you said, I'm no match for Bronson Reed?
Oh, please don't take that in any
Call
kind of
him out.
context. I didn't mean any disrespect by that at all. You're the Miz.
I get it.
This guy Strowman stuttering.
Won every title there is to win, beaten every superstar.
I know this. I've seen the career that you've had. What I'm getting at is sometimes it takes a monster to beat a monster. You get.
I'm no monster.
You got it.
You got this.
Good.
Thank you.
Get him.
Thank you. He sounds like a country. He sounds like a country nutty professor. Thank you very much. You get it. You got it. Good. Okay. Oh man, all the smokers are out tonight, right, Shane?
Yes, they are. Pretty much. Pretty much.
And I'm so glad I got you on a happy mood, Mundo, because guess what? Match number 2, your girl, Nattie versus Evil Gina, Zoey Starks. Did you guys see this match? You guys want to talk about it?
Go ahead.
Don't you all talk at once?
It's your turn, Jay. I just did the other match.
Cool. There was not much to talk about in this match, honestly. It was real quick to me, to the point where I wasn't interested. Like, you could honestly say with this match, there was nothing but just counter after counter after counter, and it fed me a lot of nothing. Because Nattie won it off of a reverse roll-up pin, and 1, 2, 3, yippity skippity, and that was it. It wasn't much to be hyped off of. The crowd didn't seem too much into it, but Joe did. And I also felt like the audio was being pumped up for the crowd tonight. Like 1 minute you could hear the crowd, you could hear real low, and the next minute the noise just went up real loud all of a sudden. So, that was one thing I paid attention to as well during this fight. So, yeah, this fight was definitely the Debbie Downer of the night for me.
It's interesting. Because I think I actually feel the opposite of how you feel, Jay.
What? About Nattie? What?
He's like, wait a minute, what about Nattie? No way.
This one.
Do tell.
I actually wrote down Natalya was showing off her technical skills to start off the match, which, Zoey was trying to counter, basically show that she can get down with her as well. It looked like they were in the dungeon sparring. And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that's what the two of you said. The reason why she's still a part of the WWE and why she never, was a part of those cuts, because what she does outside. So I saw that tonight, and it gave Zoey another element to her repertoire, as you can see that she can, get down with Nattie and hold her own. I mean, the amount of times she countered or, she stopped Nattie from doing the sharpshooter on her. And not to mention, Zoey has one of the most beautiful springboard drop kicks in WWE. Let me say, it's a missile drop kick, springboard missile drop kick. I mean, it's beautiful because it's always right on point, and it just looks really good. And that pinning reversal things, to me, that was actually kind of cool to see the different ways that they can counter out of the pins and then find a way back into another pin on their opponent. And then, what I got out of it, it wasn't just a regular schoolboy pin. It was the veteran being able to maneuver her way into that pinning combination and not give it up. So, yeah. I actually didn't think this match was too bad. It was more of a technical situation versus, high flying and all that stuff. So I don't think it was Debbie Downer.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
LeJuan says Nattie is now 2-0 since her return.
Yep.
But what what made it to me a Debbie Downer of a match is because we constantly seeing PFC lose. And it's starting to give me the Final Testament vibes where, these are some big bullies, but the big bullies always lose.
Well, that's why they went and got Natalya to even it up.
Yeah, but PFC, come on, they're losing, bro.
Now they're losing, but they weren't before. And they were beating the hell out of people after the matches, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But this is the second or third straight match in a row that they've lost collectively.
I mean, they're not going to be perfect. I mean, it fits the story.
Damn, you're making it sound like it's like a career for them to lose every match. It's only 2 matches, dude.
Yeah, and it's a part of the story. They had to go get help. They needed help. Zelina needed help. Lyra needed help. They got help.
Well, LeJuan agrees with you. He's like, PFC sucks. No one cares about them. They're so boring. No storyline.
They're in a storyline. How the hell they are in a storyline? What are you talking about?
And no character development with them. See, I'm trying to read it the way he's thinking.
Oh,
but they still, basically new, right? I mean, they only officially formed what was it, beginning of last month or the end of the month before?
Right.
Yeah, about 5 weeks.
Right.
Give or take.
Yeah.
And out of those 5 weeks, they still have a winning record.
I would think not. I think they're like 2-3.
What they got more losses than wins?
I think they have more wins than losses.
Right.
I'll check my notes one day. I'll come back and report that one day.
We'll never come back to that. So yeah.
But if they lose again, if they lose their next match, best to believe.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say that.
LaJuan said they were losing before they teamed up. Well, then that's not the discussion, LaJuan. Like, the discussion is them together, not them before. Like, that doesn't add up what they did before they became Pure Fusion.
They literally brought Damage Control down to 2 people.
Katana and Chance.
Yeah, and not to mention they forced Zelina and Lyra to go get Natalya from wherever the hell she's been to come back. So they have been in a story this entire time, and I don't know if you're rooting for them. Maybe that's why you're mad that they're losing right now. I don't know.
I want to see them win. That's why. That's what it is.
All right. So you're talking to us as a fan and not as an analyst.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry,
man.
Butch. Gotcha,
right.
Butch.
Gotcha, Butch.
All right, let's go backstage to a once again busy Kathy Kelly.
Bruh, I swear they had 5 names up there on that screen tonight. 2 reporters, ring announcer, and play-by-play, and an analyst. Where the hell was this other chick?
I don't even think have we seen her at all tonight?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I've seen all Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All Kathy Kelly. So I don't know. Anyway, we're with Kathy Kelly. Kathy Kelly. There you go. With our homie Rhea. Rhea, what's going on?
Well, Joe, it wouldn't be a Monday night without some Rhea Ripley.
You mean
and
Jay.
Rhea, at Bad Blood, you face Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship. Have to ask you going in, how does your knee feel?
I can take this from here.
Wow.
I've been meaning to catch up with you for a while now, but with everything that's been going on with me and Damien, I just haven't had a chance to speak.
Well, now you have the chance, Finn.
Okay, well, here goes. I really feel like you're just as bad as Damien Priest. You said that we were family. You acted like you cared. But in reality, the only thing you ever cared about was yourself. And I'm sick and tired of you blaming me for everything that's gone on with the Judgment Day. You and Damien are the reason why I wasn't world champion last year. You and Damien are the reason why neither of you are world champion now. You and Damien are the reason for everything that's happened in the last 3 months with the Judgment Day.
What?
Okay, what we're not gonna do here is lie blatantly to my face and try to rewrite history to hide your little ego problems, okay? Because we were a family. All I ever did was try to make opportunities for all of us and stop you boys from fighting every single bloody week because I loved my family. But if you want to make me and Damien the bad guys in your fictional little story, then so be it. At Bad Blood, you, Liv, Dom, and the other two bozos will see how bad we can truly be.
Okay. You know, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you, and I wanted it to come from me. You know when Liv was putting the moves on Dom, and Dom was trying to resist? I was the devil on Dom's shoulder. I told him to go with Liv. I told him to forget about you. It was me.
But why?
Do we have a problem here?
All right, Jay.
My hero.
We got no problem here, mate. There's two friends catching up. But you might want to focus on the Intercontinental Championship, because I think you might be a little bit out of your league over here.
Okay, you see,
Thanks,
Jay.
sis.
You got a
I
problem.
appreciate it, but Finney's got a point.
What, is you out of my league?
No.
I'm about to say.
No. And you gotta focus on becoming Intercontinental Champion.
Ain't worried about it, real. I'm on the way to the ring right now.
We got new colors. New colors from Jay.
The Miami Vice shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
fire.
Mr. Hero, Mr. I'm trying to find the words. I don't want to say it, but yeah.
I'm just, where the hell is Finn coming with this? First off, the last 3 months, hasn't Rhea been hurt? So what the hell does she have to do with anything? She was gone. She was gone.
Right.
And then, like she said, she was trying to keep them together for the longest because him and Damien kept arguing and arguing. She kept giving them opportunities with Nick and like, hey, I spoke to him. Listen, you guys got to do this tonight. You guys got this tonight. Like all of a sudden, like I'm so confused. Like she said, that's some warped rewrite of history to pander towards him, because that is all incorrect. And then to be foul and say, yeah, it was me who told Dom to dump you and go and live. Like, damn. And I wasn't here for all these months, and you mad at me. But look at you, like that don't make no sense, bro. You would
She's
never
not going to forget that.
Yeah,
she's not going to forget that.
He was never a real one.
Not at all.
He been out for he was out for vengeance since day one. He just didn't know how to.
Seems. That's what it seems. I mean, if you're supposed to be cool with her, and you're telling her man to holler at another chick,
right,
and encouraging him to do it and making sure that he does it,
that's some foul shit.
So that's why he took the hotel key and he gave it to Dom.
Wow, the shade of it all. How dare you? And then when they're trying to flip the script and make it seem like it was all her fault. Like her actions were the reason why he did everything he did.
Right. To justify it. Like, no. And I'm happy she spoke up and was like, what? No. That's not what happened.
Right.
And then you heard the way she said family. It was like a tremble in her voice. Like she was really sad.
Because it's basically, that's the family. The family that she fought and did all this for is now betrayed her. Like,
for like 2 years now, right?
Yeah, they did a lot together. And for it to end that way, and then for you to, not only you lost your family, but you lost your man too. Oof.
And your title.
Oof. That's triple. That's a triple boom right there. That's a
boom, 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 boom.
All of that.
Oh, how that button still works. Wow.
Yeah, of course.
But so did Dom walk Rhea into that chair?
I would say so.
Which ended her reign as champion?
Because I was always feeling from the jump that, you know, how Dom had us thinking in the beginning. Like he was up to other stuff. Meanwhile, he was just setting everything up to break apart too.
Well, you kept saying that he was going to do something with LW, or well, was it Legado del Fantasma?
Right, because that's the way he had us thinking.
But because of the fact that he wasn't really communicating with the Judgment Day, as far as like Rhea and Damien, he was just doing everything on his own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was on the fly with everything, trying to shadow a lot of shit that he was doing.
Then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, so by the way, sounds kind of familiar." Not letting your teammates know.
Yeah, that's sneaky. That's some sneaky. It's like, what you be so sneaky for? Why can't you tell us what's going on?
Right.
All right. Speaking of telling, we're gonna hear from Mr. J. Uso. He's in. Oh, we playing his theme song?
No, I just wanted to see what happens. And Triple J's like,
okay, yeah. Triple J, he's about to do his opening again.
Yeah, I got all hyped for nothing.
Sorry.
Well, no, don't get hyped for nothing. Look at the screen. That's your homie right there. Let's hear what he got to say.
Yeah.
I said, main event Jey Uso is now in your city.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that your line, Jay?
Exactly. He stole. I stole it first. I stole it from him, though.
Oh, you stole? Okay.
I got my match with BRAUN Breaker. My first, about to be first championship Intercontinental Champion. I'm excited about it. I wanted it when I first came to RAW. I wanted it.
Oh, you're delayed, Jay.
Now I don't need no help, Boost. I can finally be on my own, get my first singles championship, and finally be main event Jey Uso.
So
he had a breath or something. What's going on?
Right, and Jay really are behind, brother.
So this opportunity ain't gonna pass me by.
Is this the third theme song they gave this guy?
Of this industry.
Pretty much.
At first, I didn't even know who the hell this was. I'm like, who's that?
It went from dogs barking to this.
I'm feeling that jacket, though.
He came out like his father, like his father back in the day. Pretty much.
That jacket. Fire. Fire.
We got any dogs barking in Portland?
I don't support that.
Yeah.
I told you.
Mundo doesn't like that.
Stay away. And yet here you are with this relentless pursuit for my Intercontinental Championship. So inspiring. What you're doing out here, trying to prove to everybody, the world, your family, that you can do this all by yourself, that you don't need the help of your family to succeed as a single star here. Did my homework a little bit since the last time you and I spoke. 14 years you've been here. 14, it's a long time. There's no doubt you're a star, Jay. Big star. One of the biggest stars in WWE. They love you. They love chanting yeet. They love main event Jey Uso. But the funny thing is, I've managed to do more as a single superstar in 6 months than you've done in your whole career. Oh, here's the kicker. I did it without my father. I did it without my uncle. I didn't need my family's help. I didn't need the name. I did it all by myself. You want to know why?
Damn right, Luan.
This is my family. This is what I fight for. I fight for this championship. It fights for me. I'm a dog. That's what I do. And next Monday, when we fight for this Intercontinental Championship, I'm going to expose you, Jay, because you are nothing without your family.
Wow. Wow. Yo, that's fucked up, bro. Like, how are they giving us this match next Monday? I don't get that.
You would think this is like a PLE match.
I see it.
Nah.
I see it in you, Braun.
Nah.
You got that dog in you, Oos.
Mm-hmm.
I promise I'm not gonna take you lightly. But like you said, how long you been here? What, 6 months? I have been on this roster for 14 years, winning championships while you was in diapers, boy. Hey, next week we throw hands, huh? Next week for the Intercontinental Championship, I'ma dog walk your ass. We gonna see what you about. We gonna see what you made of. And we gonna see how long this lasts, because it might end up short and sweet, just like your NFL career.
Boom. I think that you heard Joe. Joe was like, ooh.
Shots fired.
Joe was like, ooh.
As a matter of fact, that had to hurt his feelings. Yeah. That definitely had to hurt.
Great football player.
See, you know Joe's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
He said he got dropped by the Ravens.
Next week is right now.
Oh, you know that was coming. You knew that.
When it comes to Braun Breaker, this guy is a ticking time bomb.
The badass just showed it.
Oh
Jay
shit.
said, I'm gonna dog walk your ass. Took the shot about his
Oh, he's about to do that fast shit. Ooh.
Who spears Braun? A taste of his own medicine.
Selling the hell out of that shit too, by the way.
That was bananas.
But he used his own momentum against him, so.
Braun Breaker building up the head of steam, and to use a football reference, simply outkicked his coverage against a veteran like Jey Uso, who got the best of him here. And I'll tell you right now, Joe, if
you
Jey
look good with the
Uso
belt.
connects with that spear,
The belt looks cool on
next
you.
week with the Intercontinental Championship on the line, we're getting a new champ.
But I don't know if he's gonna be able to beat Breaker though. I mean, Oos, you my dude. Breaker?
Really, another opportunity lost for Jay. I mean, if he loses, then it becomes like pointless. Now it's like enough is enough. All we've been seeing him is lose this year alone. Single title opportunities, regardless of interference or not. I mean, it's like
my thing.
Go ahead, Jay.
Like my whole thing about it is like, why the hell are they putting it next Monday for? For what? It doesn't. I don't feel like this match might even happen. I got a feeling some bullshit in between might happen, and this fight might not even take off. I just feel it because this match is better suited for Bad Blood, in my opinion.
Well, you got to create more bad blood between them before you get to the pay-per-view itself.
Right.
This is not bad blood yet.
So I think this match doesn't. I think this match doesn't even happen next week. I think they just fight each other, beat each other up, and the bell doesn't even ring.
Or I would give you this one instead. I think the Judgment Day will jump his ass before the match.
Yeah.
Because they warned him. Finn was like, you better worry about the IC title. That was a shot right there. Not to mention he stuck his nose in that business the week before. He's on the radar. And he's hanging with the ops.
3 strikes against them.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you want to drag this to Bad Blood, there you go. You got to go the Judgment Day route and have them just make it harder than hell.
Yes.
For him to even win, to make his win that much bigger.
I agree. Cool jacket though, because his father has one similar like that back in the day.
I like the tank top. That was cool too. It looked like the dog looked like a gremlin a little bit, but I was like, oh, that's a cool, mean looking dog. And he's got that old school spray painted art type look.
Yes. It seems like it seems like he went right into his father's closet and was like, "Yo, can I borrow this?"
That's what's up. All right, so we still have more backstage. I told you there's a lot of clips that we're playing here today.
Pretty much.
And this time around, we're backstage with BB&J, a.k.a. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, for their here. Why are they here?
Because they're tag team champions. They can be. And plus, Bianca's scheduled for a match.
Right. So she's getting ready for her match, and this is what had happened backstage. Let's take a look.
Out like you do.
Shane's favorite character.
Tonight, she has an injured eye. You think that's a fair fight? You coward! Coward? Wait. I know you aren't talking to her like
She's so dramatic.
EO, I didn't challenge anybody tonight. I was booked to face Kyrie.
Facts.
And being that I'm the EST of WWE, I don't back down for a fight. See, when my number's called, I step up. But since you
For her to
here 10
say
toes
facts,
down for
you're
your
like,
girl,
what
Kyrie,
the
she's
hell?
not 100%. Maybe you should step up. How about
Wow.
you in the ring tonight?
I accept.
That part when she walked away.
All right, so we ain't gonna see that. All right, so yeah, we have a Bianca Belair versus Io Sky match later tonight. But for right now, we are about to talk about what are we about to talk about, fellas? We fittings to talk about match number 3. It's a World's Tag Team Championship match, everybody. It's our current tag team champions, Judgment Day.
Shane gets a womp womp.
It's our current tag team champions, the Judgment Day. Isn't that what I said?
Look at the graphic.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What was going on with me?
All right.
Oh no.
Shane is the first one on the board tonight.
Oh man. Oh,
I had to look closer to my phone. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
Oh, good grief. All right. So okay, did I fix the problem?
Yeah, you did.
I fixed it.
Yeah, it's fixed.
It's fixed. Okay, good. So because I have to fix that, now I have to fix this.
Yeah.
So there's
Shane, updated scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Good job, Shane. Whew.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you're the oldest of the 3. You make the most mistakes, because I did not see that S there when I pressed save.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. Jay and Mundo, let's talk about this tag team championship match, Judgment Day and Newsdays.
Oh shit. Well, with this match, we see that Judgment Day came out on their own, surprisingly. They didn't come out with the crew. And we seen during the match how the New Day was going back and forth consistently. You know, they were hot tagging each other, boom, boom, boom. You know, the double bulldog, double super kick, and then after that we get a nice overhead view, which I thought was fire as well. And also that baseball slide that X did, thought it was cool. He controlled a lot of this matchup, the majority of it for the team. Kofi tried. Kofi did his thing, but you could see X was really the X factor in this whole match. And for Judgment Day to come out later on and we see LWO come out, you're like, nah, here we go. When at first we thought nobody was going to come, here we go. We got this going on. And Kofi, this one's on you, bro. You fucked up this whole match. You decided to want to interfere in what they're doing outside the ring, bro. Come on now. Why? Why jeopardize a title shot like that? That to the point where the ref has to go out the ring and try to break up the melee? In what universe does the referee even go outside the ring? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, normally you're in the ring talking to the other wrestlers, but no, you're outside with 7 other people, and I'm like, no. And then you hear the crowd reaction. The crowd's like, ref, you suck. And it felt like I was at a basketball game because that's when I normally would hear that.
Yeah.
That chant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the crowd counted up to 10. X had the pin. He had the win. But no. Kofi, this one's on you, bro. Besides the ref doing what he did.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you because I did not see the point in him going up. At first, I thought they were about to do like a double splash or something like that because they both got up on the top rope at the same time. But I'm like, why are you splashing people that aren't even in the match? Like, nobody that was in the match was over there. So what are you doing? I was like, that was some dickhead shit right there. I literally wrote that. I said, Kofi is a dickhead. And then the referee to jump out the ring for people that's not in the match. I'm like, the ref is a dickhead too. I was like, what the hell is this about? Like, I don't get it. That made me, they actually, I hear the cop, somebody in the background.
Somebody.
But they took me back to my childhood because I legitimately got upset. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You see everybody on their feet, everybody's mad because they're like, okay, we're gonna get the win from the New Day, but this referee's out the ring. It like, I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. It's like, damn. And so after the match, you know, I wrote down, I was like, is this story building for Bad Blood? Because you see Kofi's dumbass with the stupid look on his face, coming back into the ring and trying to console Xavier. And Xavier's like, yo, don't touch me. Like, get off of me, bro. Like, I'm tired of this shit, man. It's always happening. Like, yo, shit need to change. And I was like, yo, he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. And he was pissed off. And he walked off as he should. And again, Kofi, that's on you, bro. You fucked up. I don't know what you was thinking, doing whatever you were doing, for what reason, because it's not like you was throwing any or one of those people back in the ring so we can get a pin. You just did some dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And mind you, they were all fighting each other. It was one person per person. They were good. Dumbass.
Mm-mm-mm. And it was to a point where towards the end, you know, Woods was like, yo, I'm tired of this. Like,
yes.
Like he's just like, he's fed up. And I remember Wade, he was saying, you know, they were saying that we've never seen, you know, the New Day act like this. Because, you know, it's usually they're all cheery. They got the pancakes and the bootios. Like, it's all fun and it's all, you know, it's all good. It's cool. But for him to get to that boiling point where where Kofi, like, put his hand on his shoulder for, to comfort him. And he does that move, like that get off me move, like don't touch me move.
And he actually said it too, though.
Yeah.
He had enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have too. I'd be like, yo, I had to win. It was good.
Right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I think we are going to see the fall of the New Day. Maybe it will be official at Bad Blood.
Yeah, I mean, it's giving that vibe right now because they're still not meshing. Even after the whole "he who shall not be spoken" situation, you thought that they would be good. No, they're still coming out not dressed together, like in cohesiveness.
All right, they're coming out in opposite colors.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not even in sync visually.
not the way New Day is usually.
I don't.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is that Scooby J? I thought the dog was outside your room.
Right.
The dog trying to look at it. The dog trying to make an appearance.
The dog did make an appearance.
Okay. He said, "Hello, what's going on?" Jay.
Yeah, she doing too much, bro. Now what happened was when my soda had spilled, she came in the room. She ran in the room. And that's what happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she ran right under the bed. As you see, she's shifting everything right now. Jesus.
You wanna put your camera on you wanna take your camera off the air?
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't either. All I could do is I don't know what can I do? Can I? No, I can't do that. Yeah, I can only mute you, dude. You have to take the camera off yourself.
Oh, see, that's gonna hurt me. That's gonna hurt me because there ain't no camera button on here.
Because if I kick you
take
out,
me off.
if I tick you off, it's gonna look like that. See, like you're out.
Well, this is the Two Bells podcast now.
The Two Bell, yeah, the Two Bells.
Ding ding.
Oh, I tried to catch it with the two.
Yeah. Ding ding.
Anyway, while Jay is figuring out what Scooby J is doing. Oh, this is funny. This is really like hilarious.
It wouldn't be the Three Bells podcast.
Should we watch another promo while he's doing his thing?
Yeah. Do you have the random one that popped up out of nowhere?
The which one?
There was a promo that happened right after that. It looked like they were going into a commercial, but they didn't.
Well, I was about to play when Kofi is going towards the back. Are you talking about that or before?
It's before that.
Really? It's before Kofi?
Yeah, it's a random video from the Wyatt Six.
Oh, it was like a quick flash.
But yeah, the thing is, since you can't see the words anyway
it was
on the screen.
It was a real quick flash. Did you know what the word said?
I did not. It happened. So I wasn't even thinking that it was. I thought it was going on commercial, and then that just popped up. I was like, "Oh shit!" You caught me off guard. But I caught the barcode.
Yeah, you didn't know what the barcode said?
It leads you back to that weird ass website that had the countdown on it before they came. Now it's new stuff on there, and it looks like it's like new people or something, like figures or something. And it's talking about he talks and we listen and the door has been open, and it's like basically saying that there's more to come, more people to come, possibly. I don't know. It was weird. It's a lot.
To be to continue.
Yeah, I mean, it says why it's 6, and there's only 5 of them, right?
So is it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's the 4 dudes, including Uncle Howdy and Nikki. All right, so who's that 6th one? I wonder.
It was another figure. I just couldn't tell who or what it was.
Okay. Right, before we watch this video, actually, I want to set this up because look who it is. It's Spotlight. Hello, Spotlight.
Hi, Spotlight.
Well. Hello. Ding, ding, ding. Spot out. Shout out to Spotlight.
Spotlight.
She's part of the first group of homies from the Stereo app.
Yeah.
And she found us right here on YouTube. So, hi, Spotlight. No song for her?
Spotlight. There we go.
You got it? You got it? Or should I sing for her?
Oh, Lord.
What's up, Spotlight? How you doing?
Oh, now we get to see you do that. Yeah, we see you doing that stupid shit. Really? Oh, you shut up, Jay.
Jay is back. Oh, shut up, Jay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I said shut up, Jay.
Well, Jay is back.
Yes, he is.
Scooby's doing all right? Is Scooby outside or is she under the bed?
She got booted. I booted her out. Yeah.
Good job, Jay. Good job.
Sí, señor. Sí, señor.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're changing voices.
No.
This is your homie Shane O'Mac at the After Hours.
It's the 3 Bells After Dark.
3 Bells.
Monday Night Raw Recap. Here on YouTube Live. Jay, you sound... Jay, you... Come on, Jay.
You sound real short over there, Mundo.
I sound short.
Sound very short.
Who wears short shorts?
Yo, Lex Luger, what's good, my guy? All the way from Antarctica, which is the South Pole, Shane. The South Pole.
Thank you for the geographical lesson.
Because on Friday you said up there. And
right. I said depending on where you are, it's up there.
No, the South Pole is south. It's down.
All right. Well, there's a doggy bone. I guess that's for Scooby, so. Shout out to Lex Luger.
Yeah, man.
Shout out. All right.
What's good, Lex?
Mind you, it's like early morning where he is right now.
Okay, can you change your voice back now? we're done with the romper room voices. There we go. Unless you're gonna do that for the whole show. Oh, please don't do that. Anyway, we're backstage once again with Kathy Kelly, and she is trying to speak with Kofi Kingston after what you guys just explained what had happened.
Dickhead.
Kathy, what's going on?
After what we just saw transpire between...
I'm so sorry. I can't. I gotta find Woods right now. Whoa.
And he's yelling at LWO.
As he should.
Oh, yeah. What? Wow.
Look at showing them love, and Woods is like, what the hell's going on?
Why? Like, come on.
You know that the Judgment Day beat Rey Mysterio bad last week, man.
What?
I asked the LWO
Bro?
to have our back to the event that the Judgment Day played the numbers game, which is exactly what they did. What do you think would have happened if they didn't show up when they did?
So now we need help? When we've never needed help before? Why now?
We never needed help before because we had E. Now, it's just me and you.
There it is.
Ooh, you heard that stutter?
It's just me and you. What, 'cause we don't have E, we're not good enough to be champions
That's not what I
anymore?
said, bro.
Because it's just us, we're not good enough? What are you trying to say? That I am not good enough?
Nope.
Tell me this, Cope. Why does the LWO know the plan for our tag team title match, huh? And your tag team partner. I know nothing. You've been leaving me in the dark, and I have no clue what the hell is even going on anymore, man.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
I felt for X. I felt for X on that point.
This is the second time because he brought in He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Yes, OD, bro.
Didn't tell him.
Nah.
The second time this happened. Whoops. Jay, where you at? Oh no. Jay disappeared.
Jay said good night, everybody. Have a good night, Jay.
Jay just said
Hey, bring me back to there I go.
Jay was like, I had enough of this. No more joking, no more.
It's 1 o'clock. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Exactly.
So are we not really laying down more foundation towards this bad blood match?
It's definitely coming. The reasons are right there. Jay.
When does X fully snap though?
I mean, wasn't that the beginning of it?
No, I'm saying like beat his ass type snap. Like
The next time we see them.
Probably.
Okay.
And whose side would you go to?
I would say I'll lean towards X. Just because he's been blindsided for the past 2 months, and it's like Kofi's leading one way, and he's like, bro, we've been best friends, road dogs for the past 10 plus years, and now is when you decide to not want to tell me what we're doing? Since when? I
think
you're
they
calling audibles when he's not supposed to.
I think they said that their 10-year anniversary is coming up, so why not do it then? Pull the trigger then, and like they're doing like a happy parties type situation, and then boom, turn on them. Like, fuck you, and the New Day is dead on the same day.
Yep.
If it falls on a Raw.
That would be the perfect time for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say exactly when, but it is fastly approaching their 10-year anniversary. So, what a way to celebrate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be great.
The break up on the day they were formed.
Right.
And that would be the return of Big E.
Do you think he's coming back?
And not to wrestle, but to just be on screen as the one who's trying to stop it from happening. Guys, look, I don't think we should do this. We're brothers, man. We can talk this out. You know, I'm gonna go and talk to X later, but come on, Kofi, think about it. Nah, man, he pushed me to the limit, man. You know, I can see all that.
Yeah, and I guess that was the moment that it was waiting to bring Big E on, because I've been saying for quite a while, where the hell is this guy?
The whole year. We've been trying to get him back since Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because the only time we've seen him is doing the pre-show. He does the pre-shows with, Wade and CM Punk. So he can come out and show support. He can talk. He can stand, outside the ring and do his thing out there. I mean, he could throw a punch here and there as long as it's not, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's not like in the ring type, fighting back.
Yeah.
If the girls can do it, then why can't he do it?
True.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow. Lex, really? Okay. So you guys are a lot of hours ahead of us.
Goodness, 5 p.m. already.
So it's
and
Tuesday evening.
And are you saying minus 75? And feels like minus 110.
What the?
Wow.
What?
How do you live in that?
No way.
It's an quiet lifestyle.
Yeah, how do you live in that weather?
Ooh.
How are you able to hear us? Like, do we sound like this? Because it's so cold up here. I mean, I'm just joking. Shout out to Lex, though, man. Shout out to you. Here's 3 bells for you, man. Thank you so much for joining us and being here and sharing.
Shane, you stupid for that. You sound like mind you, over here, it's like what, 64, 63 degrees outside.
Yeah, summer is officially ending
next week.
Sunday, something like that. Is yeah. I must say I had a ball. Loved it. We had an awesome summer. I know us here at the quick. 3 Bells. It went by quick. We had a kick-ass summer.
Yeah, man.
With a kick-ass mania.
I did a show in the middle of the water, guys. In the middle of nowhere. It's crazy.
How crazy is that?
During a hurricane.
We didn't think he was gonna come home. It was like, damn, what is this dude home yet? And when you finally got home, I was like, oh, so happy to hear that you're home. I know you was relieved.
Bruh, 15 hours in a goddamn airport and not knowing whether or not I was gonna make the plane or if I had to stay 2 days in the airport to get another flight home. Insane.
That is so crazy. You know how crazy that is, fellas? That is so crazy that it is drawing us to a commercial.
All right.
So we have got to take a commercial. I'm on a climate change project, says Lex.
Oh, wow. Really?
Oh.
That's
salute to you, then.
All right,
salute,
so please tell us, what is your job title? Because I'm pretty sure that's even more interesting to hear. Because, wow, climate change.
Can I borrow your jacket for the winter?
Well, it don't get that cold here.
Oh, it doesn't get that cold here.
What?
We're going to take this hot commercial break so Jay can warm up since it's so cold where he is and he needs a cold. And we'll be right back with this commercial with more The 3 Bells Raw. Yes, we're recapping Raw. We'll be right back right after this.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the 3 Bells Podcast. With Triple J. Yeah! Mundo. What? And Shane O'Mac.
Acknowledge me.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 3 Bells Podcast for our Monday Night Raw recap show. This is the show where we watch an episode of Monday Night Raw, WWE, and then we sit down, we put our notes together, and we talk about what we saw. It's called a recap. It's me, your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the 3 Bells Podcast table, and I am joined by this guy right here. He's the CEO, Mr. AKA himself, Mundo. And then the guy over here, he's our Google guy. He knows a lot about wrestling and he loves wrestling. It's Triple J.
Jay, where the hell are you pointing, Jay? There's nobody over there. There's nobody on that side of you.
Well, is the way to this shit got pointed over here on my end.
Shane, you pointed that way, and then he pointed like.
And then he pointed to say, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying."
like, so what are we looking at over there? Like what? Bruh.
Anyway, let's TV. We're gonna watch some TV. We're gonna watch this nice little video from this dude that we're about to see in the ring in a few minutes. But before that, we're gonna say this nice little video package of Big Bronson Reed.
I'd like to tell you all a story. A story about a monster. You see, I've had opportunity here taken away from me time after time.
Facts.
I was deemed too dangerous, a hazard to the roster. So I had to show them how dangerous I really am. And I took out Seth frickin' Rollins.
Yep.
I took out R-Truth. I took out The Miz, and I took out Braun Strowman.
Yep.
And then I got COVID. And they give my opportunity to Braun Strowman. But I'm not going to cry about it. Instead, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to finish the job with you, Braun. And the story won't be about Braun Strowman, the monster. The story will be about Braun Strowman, the victim. The victim to WWE's true monster. Me. Big Bronson Reed.
Nice. Nice.
Yeesh.
Nice.
Woo.
I like his promos be on point, man. And it's not like you see his vignettes. And it's not like, oh, we'll see him in 10 weeks. We'll see him right after this shit. Like, I like that.
Mm-hmm. And that little video package right then we just saw that brings us to match number 4.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why there's a question mark there. It's a match with Big Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman. But fellas, why is there a question mark there?
Easy.
To explain.
The bell never rang. It never rang.
It never rung, ring.
Yeah. What was it? Bronson went to squash Braun in the corner, and Braun moves out the way. Bronson hits the top turnbuckle and then pulls it, and then the whole goddamn ring rope just fell around the whole ring. I was like, what the hell? And the referee got hit by the rope.
That shit was funny.
I was like, what the hell is that? Like he went down, checked his face, because those are steel cables. Those are not, it's not something soft. Those are steel cables that's just taped up. So yeah, I was just like, what? And then, Joe is like, wait, this match, it didn't start. There's no ring bell. There's not even a match right now. I'm just like, oh boy. But did that stop them? No. Because next thing you know, Braun gives one of the damnedest choke slams I've seen on a motherfucker that goddamn big. I mean, he went sky high. I was like, well, God, that was an Undertaker. Matter of fact, that was a King style choke slam right there onto Bronson. And I was like, shit. And then here comes Braun. He's outside the ring about to do his little around the ring thingamabob, and he's running. And next thing you know, you just see a flying black man in a blue shirt coming towards him. And I was like, what just happened? I'm like, I was like, what just happened? This man just came out of nowhere, off the screen, and just right into him. I was like, oh, snap. And they show us Bronson just dragged somebody, a fan, out of the what do you call it, the crowd, and just tossed him. I was like, wow. That's something that, you don't see every day at all. So Bronson's, doing his old King Kong thing. He's like, oh, I'm the man, that. And here comes Braun out of nowhere, just chugging, and just gives him a flying crossbody and destroys the whole ring bell area, ring bung area. They're laid out, and I'm just like, did he just throw a black man across the barrier and launch them? I was like, wow.
Because they didn't show us they didn't show us that point where he grabbed him at first and threw him. All we saw was just a guy flying across the screen.
That's what I'm saying. At first, I was just like, what the hell just? I'm like, did he just jump over? But then they showed a replay, and you see him grab the guy and just fling him. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was about to be like, damn, what is Javon Evans doing on TV?
Right. At first, me too. I'm like, what the hell? But then I'm like, he don't got no dreads. But then next thing you know, these two start fighting again into the crowd area. And then I was just like, man, here we go again with these two. We can't get them to stay in one area. They're all over the place. Jay was probably just rubbing his nipples like, yes, I love backstage. And Jay, go ahead and just tell us what else happened backstage, bro.
Oh man, that shit was so funny when they went backstage. Because you seen them just tossing the security guards left and right. And Braun Strowman takes the golf cart and turns the son of a bitch over. Meanwhile, Bronson is laid up top, running, getting ready to tsunami Braun Strowman on top of a table. Jesus Christ. And then, Bronson Reed gets up, and before he could do his little roar, here we go. Braun Strowman came again and ran right through the wall. Man. And then everything above them just falls right on top to the ground. You're like, no way. This is the type of match where, like you said, it had me just saying yes every single time because I love me a good old backstage fight. Because anything could be used. Like, I could see this being a bad blood match where falls count anywhere. Oh God. This is going to be pure mayhem the next time they see each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like, previous Braun Strowman fights back then, like when he had the classic one with Roman and he was like, yo, I'm not done with you, Roman. And he kept on coming back after him all the time. Put him in the put him on the ambulance, threw him, tossed him, pretty much was causing mayhem every time. And I could definitely see that with Bronson. This is a guy that's actually, close to him in weight, strength, and they're both agile guys. So I can't wait to see what's next from the both of them.
Do you guys ever get like tired or bored from watching these two?
No. Hell no.
Me neither.
Huh. They could do this at least every other week. They can do it for me. I'll do it.
I prefer it every week. it seems like they never disappoint, and it's like they can do the same thing, like just start in the ring before the bell even starts, and then go outside and then throw somebody else. Don't make it a black guy because Mundo doesn't like that. Just throw anybody.
I want to see it go old school, and I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not sure if it was Des. Do you remember like a time when the Undertaker had to do one segment 1 week and then continue the segment the next week? I think it was with Triple H. And I wish we could get something like that with Strowman and Reed, as to where this continues. It doesn't stop. I wish they did something like that between the two.
Me too. Absolutely. But I don't know, the way they were laid out and had like, it was like they had the entire security staff, medical staff, referee staff. Like there was a lot of people back there, and it was like everybody's job to just make noise and just cause mayhem because it was really chaotic there. The whole scene was just crazy and very dramatic, very, very, very like what's to come next? What do you mean? What's to come next? The same thing that happened from before. They're gonna see each other and they're gonna beat the hell out of each other. And I'm looking forward to it. Love it, love it. But I tell you one person who does not like that is not a fan of that, and that is General Manager Adam Pearce. Before we're going inside of Adam Pearce's office, I guess Mundo is going to handle his business. But let's go inside Adam Pearce's office and let's see what's going on. What's going on, Adam?
And keep me posted on both of them, please. Okay. Yeah, both of them. Thank you. That takes care of medical. Let's go look at that.
Adam Pearce.
Ludwig.
You know, I'm just here to find out if you found an adequate opponent for Gunther yet.
You seriously want to have that conversation again right now? I'm in the middle of a Bronson Reed catastrophe, as you saw.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Well, what is more important than the World Heavyweight Championship?
And as I've told the World Heavyweight Champion, I'm working on his challenger since he doesn't want to face Sami Zayn, who, by the way, makes a compelling case for the match.
Sami.
Yeah, Sami.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
I asked you for an adequate opponent. An adequate opponent, and you're throwing back Sami Zayn?
Yes, I am.
What are we talking about here? I mean...
Cue his music.
You know what, Ludwig? I've given Sami a little time to talk about it tonight. And I think he probably feels differently than you do. And if Gunther really has a problem with that, maybe he should come and talk to me himself.
You know, I like how they had the screen and how the cameraman that's pointed at Sami, I like how he angled it so that Sami was in the middle. It was in between them as they were talking about him. I thought that whole thing was awesome, Mundo.
It's a lot more storytelling with the cameras and stuff now, too. Like you said, that whole last scene with Braun and Bronson laid out, and it's like everybody back there, like you said, yelling and screaming because it's giving a scene of chaos, and it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of this is really good storytelling now. Like the two executive producers, Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting, they're doing a hell of a job with telling these stories and everything. Like it's because it's the small details that really count.
Right. Jay?
Yes, sir.
No input. You just basically agree with everything Mundo's saying.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, Mr. Silence, since oh no, wait a minute. We still have
Sami heading to the ring.
We gotta head into the ring with Sami, don't we?
Yeah. Shane, drop me real quick.
Drop you real quick. Jay, hit him with you want to hit him with an elbow? Hit him with the elbow. All right, so we're dropping Mundo. He's going to handle his business. Meanwhile, we are going to let's take a look at this promo with how do you call it? With Sami Zayn. Sami, what you got to say? Let's talk.
I know I'm standing in the middle of the ring, in the middle of a red-hot crowd here in Portland, Oregon. But all week, I've been locked in the memory of standing in this ring last week in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with Bret the Hitman Hart. And look, everything I said last week, I meant. Bret Hart really was my hero growing up, so it was obviously very emotional. But more than anything, last week was very motivational. Because I listened to Bret Hart talk about what it meant for him to be a champion.
Mm-hmm.
To be a true Canadian champion, what it meant to have that work ethic as champion. And all I could keep thinking all week is that I want that to be me. I need it to be me. I need to become the world heavyweight champion. I need to be the guy that defends the title in this ring week in, week out against everyone who will come my way. That is the type of champion that all of you deserve.
Live.
But unfortunately,
Stop it.
I mean, I still like Sammy when he was a noose.
Right.
Unfortunately, our current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, has repeatedly declined every single time I have challenged them for a World Championship opportunity.
Guess he feels you ain't worth it.
And he says it's because I am not on his level.
Wow.
Here's the thing, though.
That's crazy.
I don't believe that. And I don't think he believes it either. Here's what I think. I think I'm in his head.
Yep.
I think he remembers exactly what happened at WrestleMania this year in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
And I think he knows that if we do Sami Zayn versus Gunther Part 2 for the World Heavyweight Championship, he knows that I have beat him before and I can beat him again.
Surprise, surprise. A lot of people wasn't betting on
And
him.
more than anything, I think he's scared.
Well, here's a guy that may have something
Meanwhile,
to say
here's
about that.
his new Rick.
Out of everybody here, why you? What are you doing in the middle of the ring asking for a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther?
He's like, who the hell are you?
And what is that nonsense about Gunther being scared of you? Scared of you? Why would he? I mean, you know, Gunther is most definitely the most dominant force in the WWE right now. And if anything, he is trying to protect you, Sammy. He is trying to save you from the worst embarrassment of your entire life. You want to talk about WrestleMania, huh? Let's talk about WrestleMania, Sammy. WrestleMania undoubtedly was the greatest night of your career.
Hmm?
I mean, for the first and only time, I saw your own family looking up to you instead of looking down on you. So let me give you some advice. Miracles never happen twice. So Sammy, take it, run with it, and enjoy it, because this is never, ever going to happen again.
Never ever. Ever, never?
You know, Ludwig, I find it very, very strange that you're out here talking for Gunther, because I know Gunther doesn't need you to speak for him. In fact, Gunther doesn't need you for anything.
Oh.
Sure don't.
But you know what I think, Ludwig? I don't think you need Gunther either.
The premature breakup.
I mean, I'm out here talking about my desire to prove myself.
Sammy
I
just
obviously
planted
see
some
that you have that
seeds.
too.
That's what
You're like
happened.
any one of us. That's why you turned on your partner Vinci. That's why you broke up your tag team with Imperium. You're looking to stand on your own 2 feet and show the world exactly what it is you're capable of. You're just like any one of us. I get it.
Uh-huh.
But do you think you're going to win respect coming out here as Gunther's mouthpiece? Look, you want to come out here and talk to me, say something to my face, that's fine. No problem. Say it. You don't need to speak for Gunther. If you're going to come out here, at least have the balls to speak for yourself.
Oh, the cojones. The cojones. Uh-oh.
Right on cue.
Accept Sammy as a challenge.
I'll answer your challenge in a little bit, but first, is there anything you need to tell me?
He's asking Ludwig.
Because if yes, do it right now.
Yeah, something to say, buddy. Now's the time.
And he stays quiet.
It's like he's thinking about it.
You know what? There's something that I'm trying to get off my chest for a very, very long time.
Booyaka!
Oh!
And then just snuffs Sammy.
Level Sammy! For a moment you thought the messaging from
Gone.
Sammy was resonating with Ludwig Kaiser, but no! A vicious attack!
You think Kaiser's stupid? He's not going to fall for that. What on earth was Sami Zayn thinking?
That's a kick-ass finisher, by the way.
Look at the smile on Gunther's face.
Is there a name for that?
Sammy takes this
I don't
down.
know. It looks like a reverse set of Sister Abigail to me.
Regarding your challenge for my World Heavyweight Championship,
He's still no.
and will remain no.
Like, dude, you ain't worth it.
Ragdoll him and toss him down to the mat.
Then they give each other a hug, and they look down at a wounded Sammy.
Something we should all admire. Hats off to those 2 Euro boys. Class.
That was class.
All class.
Sammy is
He
grabbing
has an
onto his ankle.
opportunity to discuss things honorably to his face instead he
And Ludwig is like, should I do it? Can I do it? Should I do it?
And now he's giving him more.
So he sets him up again.
Sammy turns the tables.
Oh, shit.
Tried to wave Ludwig Kaiser off. Kaiser didn't listen, and he might regret that now.
Stay in the corner. What is that move called?
Haluva kick.
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
I mean, so
It's written Haluva, but when you look at it, it's really Helluva.
so it's Haluva.
Right.
So Jay, is Sammy gonna continue with this whole I'm going for the title campaign, even though Gunther has said more than once no?
Right. He's gonna keep on doing it until he gets a yes. You know Sammy. Sammy's real persistent. He's gonna find a way to make it a yes. And the way I see it turning into a yes is he's gonna be like, look, I gotta beat your guy's ass in order to get this title shot. Let's do it. And if that's what they gotta agree to down the line, then by by any means necessary, that's the way it gotta go down. I'd say he's gonna probably say it one more time. The third time is gonna piss Sammy really off, and that's when we see, the demise of all of that happen. But it was good by Sammy to plant the seeds for a possible Ludwig versus Gunther down the line. Loved how he did that.
So wait, so you think that snap, Mundo's back? I didn't even see him. Let me do a good old fashioned intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we'd like to welcome back to the Three Bells Podcast table, Mr. Mundo.
Yeah. All right.
Could you fix? There you go. Awesome.
Howdy.
We were talking about the Sami Zayn, Gunther, and Ludwig interaction that happened in the ring.
Yeah.
So I was asking Jay if Sami is going to continue with this whole I'm going for the title campaign, even though he was told more than once, what is it, like twice at this point, that he's not going to get this title shot. So
Sammy's persistent. And at the end of the day, he ended that title run that Gunther had with the IC title at Mania. So he's going to keep going because he doesn't feel how Gunther feels. I feel what he's saying. Gunther's scared. Like, yo, you already beat me for one title, and I'd be damned if I let you beat me for this one. So the best way for me to get out of that is by not letting you compete at all.
But I think later on the line, like Jay was saying, that he might get it.
Yeah, because he's persistent. So he's going to keep going at him, and he's going to keep agitating him, keep poking the air, and eventually he's going to be like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And then he's going to whip Sammy's ass.
And go, see, I told you. Let's not have this conversation again.
Right, because if you look at it, he's righting all the wrongs that have happened this year. First, it was Randy when everybody was questioning whether he really beat him or not, or if he actually could beat him, and why not? Now it's Sammy who gave him his only loss this year, if I'm not mistaken. You got to correct that now by whipping his ass like something crazy. And that would be perfect for Bad Blood, because the backstory is all the way in. Because if I'm not mistaken, he didn't want to give him the IC title match either, right?
No. I think didn't he beat him once? And Sammy kept on saying that he wanted a rematch. That he was like, I could do it again.
That was Chad Gable. But Sammy had lost his confidence, though. He was losing other matches, and that's when they was building his confidence back up.
Right.
But Gunther didn't take him serious.
The same way he's doing now.
Yeah, but before he was beating him up too, though. He was beating him up something good, and then laughing at him like, "Yeah, please."
And then you see doing all of that when Sammy was like, if I'm your champion, I'll be fighting every week. Come on now, why you gotta lie to the public? You're you're not defending that title every week.
Well, I was actually going to say he's putting himself in the Seth Rollins category of. Seth basically did, to the point that he got hurt.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's overdoing it though. For you to defend the title every week.
Yeah,
that's overkill. An overkill. Yeah. Knock on wood.
We don't need to see the champion that often.
No.
At least not competing. That's why Cody's kind of getting tiresome, because it's like, all right.
Because we see him every week. We see him at all the house shows.
Every pay-per-view.
Every pay-per-view.
No matter how stupid the story is between him and the opponent, we're still going to get the match.
Thank God they're cutting down on the amount of house shows they're going to have. Thank God. Yeah.
That gives you less of opportunity to catch them.
Right.
You know what it is? The reason why I would say they decided to cut down also is because of NXT going on the road, as to where you can make that money that you're losing from doing house shows, you could gain it back doing NXT. So
I mean, but NXT was doing house shows too, though. Remember?
Right.
Boom went to one of their house shows.
Right, but once they start taking everything fully on the road, you will have to look at it as an extra show. Now we got to take away from everything that's happening at the PC. So they said they was gonna cut it down to at least 200, if not under 200 live shows.
Yeah, that's one of the things I never got a chance to get to last Friday.
Shows. My bad.
Yeah, I never got to tell that because I never got to do the full rumors, reactions, and hot takes. But yeah, that was one of them. They were saying that whole thing was created by Vince to expose and build the brand WWF, WWE, and they're like, at this point, it's like it's no point of it now. Marginally, it's not doing anything for them. So, and then hey, maybe that'll cut down on the injuries of the performers. And it makes them more how can I say it, more competitive, better compatible at competing against a company like AEW, who gives their superstars a way lighter schedule and more money. And be like, okay, let's compete. We'll give a lighter schedule, but we have all this, and plus we're WWE. Like, hello.
Right. And they'll be more refreshed in the ring.
Right.
They won't be as sloppy. Everything will be more crispier. I think
the tours on the other side of the world are still important because you're still building your brand over there. But as far as here, you don't need it over here too much. But again, you just got to be careful because a lot of the pay-per-views aren't here anymore. So you got to be careful about that. So I guess you got to make sure that you try to keep at least Raw, SmackDown, NXT here. And as well, NXT is definitely not going back to the PC. It's over. Once they get to the CW, they'll be moving forward on the road.
Chicago and St. Louis, the first two stops.
Yeah, they're gonna announce the rest.
And then I heard their next PLE is gonna be at Hershey Park, if I'm not mistaken.
Halloween Havoc, yeah. Halloween Havoc, yeah.
Hershey, PA.
I haven't been out there in years.
Yeah,
I've never went there. Never.
Really?
Years, over 20.
I think for me it's been like 5.
Ooh, I'm about to tell my age. Yeah, it has to be about 25 to 28 years.
Wow. I did NARSO training out there a few years ago, where all of the different amusement parks and traveling shows and everybody meet up and do training together. I was out there for a week, and it was amazing to see how like other companies operate, getting ideas from them, and just learning together.
That's
and then
cool that they have that.
Yeah, and then I got so cool with the director of operations there that following summer, she invited, she let me come out there and basically let me have a good time with a few friends.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
How you doing, that?
A real good time, huh?
Right? It's like, how you doing, director of operations? Okay. Director of operations, huh?
What's going on? What's up my way?
Yeah, that whole place smells like chocolate, man. It's crazy.
Love it. Fresh chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole chocolate factory out there. It's Hershey, Pennsylvania for a reason.
Pennsylvania, yeah.
I gotta go. Definitely.
Yeah, that's fun.
Can you imagine that then Jay would be Pepsi, and Hershey chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Jay gonna be brown face.
He's gonna turn into a chocolate man and eat himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because the way that they do their height stuff is like you're a Reese's, you're a Twizzler, you're a Hershey bar. Like each candy is a different height.
All right, you're making me hungry. All right.
I got a Twix. You want a Twix? I got a Twix. I'll give it to you. Can't eat it.
I don't want your Twix. You keep your Twix. You can talk with your Twix.
I got them peanuts. You got that?
No, I like plain over peanut. Plain.
Plain. That sounds like some old man shit.
Yeah, I like them. I like it plain.
Plain nuts. Plain nuts.
That's what she said.
No nuts. No nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Three Bells After Dark. It is 1:42 in the morning. Late.
Good gravy. We got to get this show. Still got all these damn promos, and we still got 2 more matches to talk about. All right, let's go backstage to once again a very busy Kathy Kelly. And she's back there with Damien Priest. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay.
Oh,
What's
wait.
up, y'all?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to say this. I'll say it now. In that first promo that we got with Rhea and Damien and Jay, I wrote in my notes, who is that standing in the background in the white shirt and black pants? It was some person just standing there with their back to the camera, though.
All I could see was like a bald head.
I can tell.
I hope.
Like this?
Imagine that was Paul Heyman.
He was shaped like Paul Heyman?
No, he wasn't that. No, this was a thinner person.
Oh.
I don't know who it was.
Paul Heyman.
You don't think thin when you think of Paul Heyman, not anymore.
No.
But yo, did any of y'all get to see the QR codes that we got prior to that interview? I'm assuming.
We spoke about it.
Yeah, you was away, but did you figure out? Do you know what it is?
I would think so. I might have it somewhere in the archives. Just somewhere. I just gotta open up the files real quick.
What do you mean archives?
No, like Jay, we're not gonna be able to see it, but I explained it. So he was just asking, like, for your opinion on it. Like,
what
did you see?
No, because they gave us 2 of them. All right.
I got 1.
I got 2. Because they said there was another one.
Flash. It was a quick flash.
They said, yeah, but it was one. It was one that flashed, but gave us 2 answers. If I'm not mistaken, because I looked at the other answer that they gave. I'm not sure which one you was reading off to him.
Are we talking about the barcode?
Yeah.
2 answers? I'm confused a little bit.
No, because I'm gonna just, since y'all talked about it, what I saw was when she speaks, mountains should tremble. It's waiting for her. I can only open the door. She must choose to walk through. And then the other one we got right after that was the bond of a family is a cat of 9 tails, bound through suffering. We see you, brother. When you need us, we will be there. It seemed like they were taking, what?
So now you kind of put into context what I was saying, because I said that on the site, they introduced us to 2 new figures. Because it also stated that once the door was open, it allowed others to come through. So there was 2 figures. It looked like a woman figure, and then there was another man with like long hair, but it was, you just couldn't really tell who or what.
Oh man, come on! One of them gotta be Alexa. Come on, Alexa, please.
But yeah, Kathy Kelly and Damien Priest
again.
Kathy Kelly and Damien Priest. Yep, again.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Wade, I am here with Damien Priest, like you said. And Damien, you've had a lot on your plate. In 2 weeks' time, you will face Finn Balor at Bad Blood. And tonight, in the main event of Raw, take on Dominic Mysterio. Do you have any hesitation going into a match against someone who you considered family?
Hesitation? I don't.
Oh.
Hi, Conti Kelly. Can you please do me a favor and get out of my face?
God.
Thank you. How sad. A former champion that doesn't even realize he's already a has-been. You know, it wasn't hard for the Judgment Day to choose between you and Rhea or me and Daddy Tom. I actually wish you could hear what the boys say about you guys now. Two lonely, pathetic, desperate losers hanging on to the only time in your lives when you were ever on top. It's actually a little bit embarrassing, don't you think?
You know what I think? I can't believe that somebody in the Judgment Day actually has a set. You should protect that. Because when Rhea gets her hands on you, she's going to shove them down your throat. And you know what? I don't know why you're over here putting the air around me. Go find Dominic and give him a kiss goodbye. Because when I get my hands on him, I'm putting your scumbag boyfriend down.
Yeah.
Joe, you weren't supposed to do that.
Bye, Sucia.
Sucia.
What's Sucio? Isn't that a bad word?
We're going to have Priest and Dirty Dom coming up.
Isn't that a bad word, Jay?
No, basically, it's the same thing that Dom has on his pants. Dom says Sucio on his tights that he wears it to the ring. So he's calling her Sucia, dirty, basically.
He said, bye, dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
He's calling him by. He's calling her dirty.
A dirty female, basically a dirty female. Sucia, and when we say Sucio, it's a dirty guy. That's why he thinks dirty Dom.
So it's bad.
Sucio means dirt, right? That's why they call dirty. You know.
You don't ever want to be called a dirty person, right?
Right.
That's a bad thing to be called dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But Dirty Dom, he wears it like, you know,
He
like
embraces it.
like a trophy or something.
Yeah, I mean, because in his context, it's like he fights dirty. He's a bad guy, not like he's dirty, like
right.
clean. I think he called her that, meaning in that type of context, like you smut, like like that.
Yeah, like your dirty harlot, like that type.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I asked him. I was like, Jay, what did he say? Because that's how it sound the way he said it.
Yeah, by socio.
Like
a
little whore, yeah, little whore. That's what I heard.
But damn, that's crazy how she took the shot at him when she said he's on top. I'm like, oh my god, no way did she just say that. Like, you know, the how they talk about the bisexual Undertaker thing with this guy, and she's like, ain't it nasty that she both like it on top?
She referred to both of them, and I mean that's what Rhea Ripley always used to say. Mommy's always on top, so makes sense.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now they bottoms.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh shit!
You can have fun with that, Mundo. Happy Monday.
It's Tuesday.
Yes, it's Tuesday. Yeah. See, that's how. We've been running 2 hours and 24 minutes, 25 minutes.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of promos. It's all the promos. Case in point, another one, courtesy of American Made.
What? You got a promo from them?
Well, not a promo, but like a video package.
Really? I don't even have this in my notes. Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah, a video package.
Neither do I.
Wait a minute. Let me start from the beginning. I'm sorry.
I don't have nothing either on the.
Well, here we are. After months of living in my own personal hell, being stalked, mocked, abandoned, tortured, and you all thought that'd be the end of Chad Gable. But I'm still standing.
That's exactly why you little pencil neck geeks will never be on the same
shirts
level
are
of greatness
fire.
that we're all on, baby.
No more loony bin inmates, a bunch of weirdos that traded in their wrestling boots for medical grip socks.
Do you hear me? You can't kill Chad Gable. You can't kill the American spirit. And you can't kill American made.
We're done with those 5150 freaks. It's
Oh,
time to bring
Lord.
respect and honor back to the ring.
We don't quit. We don't surrender. And we don't run from history.
Nope.
We make history.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
But they lost. It's so they are talking about the Wyatt family as if they beat them. Y'all lost.
She called them 5150s. Yo, she talking about a damn new era hat saying 5150. Come on now.
And lost badly. That's
right. That's like I'm wait a minute. Like what? Since when do you get to talk shit like that and you didn't win? All right.
All right, so we at the desk again. You know what that means? Match number 5. How he say it? Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. What say you fellas? Jay, I was about to say Jay Lawan. Jay and Mundo.
Wow. You really?
Because the way it flows, it just flows. Jay Lawan.
Really? So you're saying that I don't fit?
Oh.
Wow, Shane.
No.
You said it, you
No.
just said the way it flows. Like what?
The way it flows, and I forgot. Wasn't there a day? Yeah, while you was on vacation, I was saying that a lot. Like I was saying Jay and Lawan, and Jay.
More than you've said Dez or Mundo, and
like he was in my head, and I just up and just said Jay and had to catch myself.
Wow. Mind you, this is the first show you've seen Jay on since Tuesday.
I know.
Wow, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to
I did pop
No,
up.
you don't
I
have to
did
feel
pop up
anything.
Friday.
He did pop up from under the table. He said hi, and then he left.
Yeah, and then I got zapped. No, I got taken into the afterworld, which was called the weekend.
Anyway, what say you,
Yeah,
Jay, and you, Mundo, about
Yeah,
Bianca Belair and Io Sky?
Well, since this was supposed to be Kyrie's match, I'd say great fight by both ladies. You know, they both were starting off just one upping each other. Whether it was like they were just back and forth, back flipping and pointing fingers at each other, like, ha ha, I did this, I did that. You know, that was cool. You know, pretty much it was counter for counter throughout the match. And what was cool was like the Io had a nice missile drop kick. She did a nice bridge, which was wild. Also, a flying cross body when she, like a suicide cross body outside the ring. I thought that was fire as well. And then Bianca took Io up the steps doing a vertical suplex. That was bananas. I was like, nah. Yeah, her strength is on a different level. So that was definitely cool right there as well. And it was cool also that both of their other respective teammates didn't interfere in this match, that they let this one-on-one happen. You seen the crowd behind them. This is awesome. Both ladies were going at it. And Io won. Io won the match. basically, as you know, Joe Tessitore said during the match, he said Bianca only lost one singles match all year. And this one now being the second, he was like, this is a rarity to see Bianca lose.
Yeah, Triple H said, oh, hold up, really? Let me fix that real quick.
Because you know, usually in baseball, sometimes when they refer to like, oh, he got a no hitter after 6 innings, what happens 2 seconds later? Beep, base hit.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically did, you know, Joe being a sports guy threw that in, and I
The
like how
announcers,
it happened.
yeah, the announcers
Mm-hmm.
jinx.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
like how
he's
they
been
did that.
perfect from the free throw line all night.
Blank at the
Oh,
at the, you know, the game winning free throw.
They were like, did I just do that? but yeah, I mean the outcome of the match shocked the hell out of me and the crowd. Honestly, the crowd was like, what? Because you know, but then again, if you really think about it, as far as like the last few weeks to the month or so, what have we been saying? Io has been, her and Kyrie have been featured a lot in these matches, and we've gotten to see a different side of them. You know, more of their move sets and stuff of that nature. So I'm really surprised because Io's been trending upward.
Yes.
And yeah, so I'm not surprised. I'm actually just like, this match was a really good match, honestly. I'm happy they got the time that they did. And yeah, even the fans were split because I heard the chants in the background. Let's go EO EST. I'm like, okay, EO got some fans on her side. And then when you think about it, the history that they have, EO, she beat Bianca for that title, the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then became the first WWE Women's Champion. So they have the history there, and I'm not too surprised by the type of match that we got tonight from them. And overall, like you said, I'm happy that the two teammates didn't get involved. It was a clean match all the way through. And yeah, they can both pat themselves on the back.
Surprise, surprise. Lawan is still up. He said, I enjoyed this match.
He was asleep.
Mm-hmm. About
Google
that
AI
time.
is helping him.
Right. Then he heard you say his name. He was like, what?
Say his name, man.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You definitely ain't lying. He showed up all right.
Shit.
But yeah, it was a good match. And Jay, yeah, the way she walked up them steps while having EO in that position like that, and then actually threw her over the top rope. That was
oh.
Mm-hmm.
That was
special.
That was, I've never seen nothing like that before. Especially not from a woman.
Mm-mm.
That's some power right
different.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're just like, wow, did we really just see that? and you know, just like that was unbelievable. I love how Lawan is just like putting all his business out there. So he goes, you know, I wasn't asleep. I'm wide up. And then he goes,
wide up?
Yeah, I'm
what? I'm wide up? What?
He's wide awake.
That's not what he said. It says I'm wide up.
Yeah. He's wide awake.
Nah, that don't sound.
No, he didn't say I'm wide
right.
awake. He said I'm wide up.
I'm trying.
Eating snacks too, so he's wide up and eating snacks. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go back to the computer here. For we have Cathy Kelly with Ludwig. You know, for the 3-hour show, it's literally a handful of superstars that we're seeing all night. It's like, how many times have we seen Ludwig already?
And Cathy Kelly.
Oh, well, I guess everybody is like on vacation, I guess. So.
And Damien and Rhea and.
All right, what you got to
So
say?
this is the way they're showing us how it's going to be for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Same shit. Same
I'm
old
here with
stuff.
Ludwig Kaiser, and before contention escalated between yourself and Sami Zayn tonight, it sounded like what he was saying was resonating with you.
It doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters is I already talked to Adam Pearce. Next week, I am going to expose Sami Zayn in front of the entire world. I mean, who does he think he is? He's standing in that ring. Questioning my loyalty to Gunther, talking about my past. You want to talk about past? You want to talk about loyalty, Sammy? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your past, and let's talk about your loyalty. Matter of fact, let's talk about the man that you called your very best friend, Kevin Owens. And let's also talk about how whenever either one of you had more success than the other one, you jumped on each other and you turned on each other, because that is who you are, Sammy. And I'm going to show that to the entire world that you're nothing but a sad, bitter man, jealous of your best friend and of what he was, because that is exactly what you are never going to be, a world champion.
When did they show that? When did they show that?
Yeah, I didn't see this either.
Harsh words from Ludwig, and on that note, let's send it out to the arena.
When was this?
They showed this. Well, they actually showed. Yeah, they showed this after. We'll see what had happened. It was Bianca. It was the Bianca match, and then American Made, and then after American Made was this.
Really,
Whoa!
Yeah, I kind of jumped the gun. Like I mixed the match and.
Dude, we didn't see any of this.
All right, because I'm looking at my notes and I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, wait a minute, that thing come next.
It's in my notes.
What I have next is Damien and Rhea.
Right.
Yeah, but we played them. They was it was Damien and
Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jay and Ilya started talking as well.
Yeah.
Well, Jay and Ilya, they're coming up.
Right. For us, we saw Damien and Rhea right now.
Well, what I got after this Cathy Kelly and Ludwig, we got a rundown on what's to come for next week, which is Sami Zayn versus Ludwig Kaiser. And Drew McIntyre, he returns to answer CM Punk. Because notice they're never in the ring together. Well, not never, but it's going to be a minute till we see them together again. And then we have our Intercontinental Championship title match with Breakker and the Uce. So that's the rundown. That was the rundown. And then after that, if I could find it, then after that, we got the promo with Uce and Dragunov. Is that what we're talking about?
No, because Priest and Rhea was still talking in the back as well.
Screw it.
That I don't have.
Okay.
At least in my notes. Was that before this? Well, we have them queued.
But it's all right.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we are still backstage. See, this is how many promos there were. It's like it's confusing, but this is the last promo. This is the last promo we have, and then it's the main event. All right, finally. God. So here is Uce and Drag.
And the best of luck for a championship match next week.
Change his shirt. Pink Yeet.
That's it.
Shows heat.
Nice.
Yeet to you too.
I like the pink Yeet.
Hello there, mate.
These motherfuckers.
See, you've been getting friendly with Jey Uso, huh? And you've been full of praise for Damien and Rhea. You know, I know you're new around here, so I'm going to give you a little advice.
Oh, you big
You
bully.
might want to think a little more about who you choose as your friends.
Friends is such a strong word.
Oh,
But,
my
I do respect
God.
Rhea, Damien, and Jay. That's a lot more than I can say for any of you.
You know what, Phil? Whoa. Not now. Ilya, this is just a friendly reminder. But next time, the message won't be delivered so nicely.
Next time?
Now we gotta go. Take care of one of your friends.
Our main event
Yo.
is
Well.
You know what I'm seeing in this? I am actually seeing the Survivor Series teams being built up. And, you know, I'm seeing Priest, Jey Uso, Ilya all on one team. I don't know who else they're going to get yet, but I could see that happening against the Judgment Day at Survivor Series.
So you're abandoning.
You know, they probably have Rhea
You're abandoning
in there
the
as
whole.
well.
You're abandoning the whole thing that you guys have been saying about the bloodline for War Games.
If I'm seeing this the way it's been kind of breaking down, I'm seeing a possible War Games match that way, or the traditional Survivor Series matchup with the Judgment Day and Liv against Priest, Rhea, Jay, Ilya, and someone else. So yeah, I can say that.
Okay.
That's what because that's what I just felt once I seen that happen.
I mean, that's not all the way till November. Like literally the end of November, November 30th.
Right.
So that is plenty of time. I can remember that because that's Big Mama's birthday. So I can remember that. Guess what, fellas? We have made it to the main event.
Thank God.
The main event, Dirty Don versus Damien Priest. Mundo, sis, you're so excited. Why don't you start off?
Okay. I'm dying here, guys. Yeah, so Damien comes out and he's just I don't even want to call him a bully, but he's manhandling the hell out of Dominic. And Dominic gets what happened? You okay? Dominic gets absolutely no offense going. He is just a rag doll being beat up. Basically, a little teddy bear, but the little kid is just thrown around. Like literally, he's being thrown around, punched, choked in the air, like everything that you can think of. And Damien's just taking his time and enjoying every punch and every kick. And again, Damien, his feet and his legs are very lethal. My gosh, he's very good with those kicks and those combinations of kicks that he does. Yeah, I mean, everything that I have is just straight up just Damien Priest. It's like nothing from Dom. I think what Dom slapped Damien one time and kind of woke him up, and then Damien just was like, "Oh, really?" And then punched the shit out of Dom, and he fell right on his ass. I was like, "Oh boy, wow." But yeah, between that, the outside snake eyes onto the apron, he punched the shit out of Carlito. I mean, he was just manhandling everybody on his own, basically. And it's so hard to judge because what you see in the match and then what happens after these matches. I mean, he was very dominant, and obviously because of the fact that it was a match, they couldn't do anything. But he was very dominant in that match. And then all hell broke loose after the match, and I was just like, oh boy. I was like, shit. As soon as he hits him with the South of Heaven and gets the 1, 2, 3, they wasted not 1/2 of a second to start beating the shit out of this dude, man. And I was like, damn, Damien, like they really don't have any friends. So they're beating him up, and the next thing you know, you hear this. And here comes Jay. But Jay's like kind of like surveying because he's like, shit, it's mad motherfuckers in there, and it's just me. I was thinking like, well, why didn't he come out with the LWO? They were already here, so why don't they get some more? Didn't happen. So Jay's surveying, and the next thing you know, you just see a black figure, another one, just out of nowhere, out of the camera view, flying through and spears the hell out of Jay. Like, what is up with all these black figures just coming out of nowhere tonight on this TV screen? And then he reveals himself, it's Braun Breaker getting his lick back. So he lays Jay out. Judgment Day is just beating the shit out of Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley. And I'm just like, damn, this is an old school beatdown by a group. And I'm like, what do we really expect, though? It's literally like, what, 5-on-2? It's always going to be, the 5 is always going to have the upper advantage. So, yeah, they just took them to hell. And I'm just like, damn, how are these matches going to turn out at Bad Blood once these guys and gals are in the ring with each other? Because they owe them a lot as far as Damien and Rhea. Because, I mean, man, they putting them through hell. Jay. Shane? Anybody? Hello?
Hello?
Well, there you go. Hey,
okay.
Shane.
Hey. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay. Sorry, I had it on mute.
No problem.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know where Jay is. Looks like Jay stepped away. But oh, there he is. Jay. Hello, Jay. Hi, Jay. Hello, Jay.
I can't hear. Guys, I can't hear nothing.
Here we go.
Oh my God, it did this to me again. Jesus.
Can you at least mute yourself?
Sorry, fellas.
All right. So,
what was I saying?
Your thoughts?
Once again, Liv saved Dom, which is basically what she's supposed to do. That's her man. So she's doing the save her man thing. When they was going for the pin, and she grabs Dom's foot and puts it on the rope to break the count, because he's about to get that 3 count for the win.
Right.
So I like how she did that. And then here comes Rhea out of nowhere. Rhea comes and gives her like a spear that drives them both right on and over the announcer's table, which I thought was pretty brutal.
And Wade Barrett.
Mm-hmm. And that South of Heaven from Damien. Woof. Yeah. Strong. It was like he threw poor little Dom like to the roof of the arena. and then just caught him and slammed him down. It was like it took forever for him to come down. Mm-hmm. It was a crazy match. It was powerful, and that's what Damien said. Damien said, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna whoop his ass. And he did just that. He delivered.
Pretty much.
And it's just, and again, it ends with the Judgment Day, like whooping their ass, like you said, and just standing on top of them, like just once again in that dominant position of, another victory.
Yeah.
Once again, we defeated you guys.
Man,
you talking all that smack, and
Yeah, because it's like, how do you talk so much smack when you know the numbers are always against you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's so weird.
I don't know, but definitely, once again, a to be continued, because they're not going to let that beatdown slide, just like the last one and the one before that.
Are they even going to be 100% by the time they get to this damn pay-per-view, though?
It seems like they've been, especially Rhea, she's been hurt with crutches, and it's like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her coming next week? What's wrong with Priest come next week?
Right.
Is Jay hurt? Jay better not be hurt. He has a title match next week. But he should be okay. It was just a spear that he got from Breaker.
Right. He was unresponsive, though.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, but it's definitely to be continued. So, you know, I'm hoping that Jay will come because, Mundo, we are at the end of our Raw recap. Believe it or not. Thanks for everybody that stuck around. You know, this is usually our time frame for an average Monday Night Raw recap. It's a 3-hour show. However, for some reason tonight, it just had a lot of promos.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
A bit too much. Because I'm like out of it now all of a sudden. Like,
yeah, it was real long. But before you go, don't leave us yet, Mundo, because I do have that one question that I have to ask you and that I want to ask Jay, but he can't hear for some reason. I don't know what's going on his end. Jay, can you hear us?
I can't hear a damn thing. What the fuck?
Why do you keep doing that? We can hear you. And
we can hear you.
You keep cussing up a storm every time.
And yeah. Just forget about it. You know what probably happened with his phone? He probably he either touched it or it's probably loaded with how you call it, like information and stuff that's taking up space.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was fine. Again, he said he cleaned his phone and everything was running fine. So that's what I'm guessing.
Jay, we'll see you on Monday.
Next Monday? Yeah. Even though he's supposed to host your show, we're supposed to be back here later today for our Tuesday NXT, for which he's hosting.
Oh, Shane, please. I can't. It's like, you know, I got to go to work in a few hours.
All right, so quickly, tell me your match and or moment of the night.
Of course, my match of the night is match number 4 with a question mark. Crazy? Braun Strowman versus Big Bronson Reed. That had the most action in it, all the way from start to finish. My moment of the night is when that goddamn turnbuckle. Matter of fact, I have 2. When the goddamn turnbuckle came off, and when that black man came flying across my ring, my TV, I was just like, wait, what? I was like, what the hell just happened? And I also thought it was Javon Evans too. But I'm like, what business does he have with Braun Strowman? So that just caught me off guard. But then when you actually saw the full replay of it, it's hilarious as hell. And yeah, again, that match and that build up for that, I believe, is a match that will be on the card for Bad Blood because they have Bad Blood for sure. And oh man, I can't wait to see it. And I think that it should be a no holds barred match or maybe a falls count anyway. We haven't seen that in years, but I think it needs to be one of those stipulation matches. So that's my match and moment of the night.
My match of the night, I'm going to have to agree with you. It's match number 4, if you want to call it that. Yeah, them. And yeah, echoing everything that you said from beginning to end. It was just unbelievable. They just keep on keeping on, giving us like good stuff. And it never gets tiring. and I'm looking forward to the next time. My moment of the night, I actually have two. I like how Bianca had carried EO while she was walking up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
That's my moment. And I agree with you with my second moment being that Bronson grabbed that poor kid or poor man, whoever that was. And we just saw his ass just fly out of nowhere right into Braun Strowman like it was like an announcer's chair or something.
I'm about to replay that.
It was hilarious. That was my match and moments of the night.
I have an honorable mention also.
Hit it.
When Braun he tipped over the goddamn golf cart. That was some monster shit right there. Like, and right before that, he told the security guard to get the fuck off of me. I was like, ooh, because when they played the replay, they muted that. I was like, yeah, he cussed on live television, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's a good way to end the night. I'm about to press that button. Anything you want to say before I press the button?
Nope.
And Jay, he can't get back on, so I guess we ask him that question tomorrow or later today. Hopefully we get everything straightened out in time for his show tonight. So with that being said, yeah, we're about to push that button and we're about to be out of here. But before we get out, we got to say this.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your hosts, Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac, bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. But the conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments and follow us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, in the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
And that's our show for tonight, everybody. We'd like to thank everybody so much for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Our show for tonight, everybody.
Des, your sound is coming from the TV.
My bad. I'm sorry, because I told you I can't see the
I can't, and now I can't hear you. You sound real low. And now I'm hearing static noises. Yeah, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I'm hearing static and you sound low. Maybe you just want to use your phone because we're just closing out.
Go ahead.
All right, everybody. We're sorry for the technical difficulties, and not for nothing. We've been on here for like literally approaching 3 hours. So even my light is like died on me. So thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Don't forget to tune in later today at 10:20 for our NXT recap show. Hopefully with Triple J. And then on Friday, you could join this guy right here, Mundo, for he hosts Friday Night SmackDown. And you can join our social media pages right over there, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify, all under the names The Three Bells Podcast. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you can get a notification for our next live. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. This is your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the Eastern York section of the Three Bells Podcast table, reminding everybody to laugh hard and love harder and good fight. Good night. Mundo?
Yes, as Shane O'Mac said, thank you, everybody, for coming in, listening in, hanging with us. Thank y'all so much. It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. himself. And as I always say, I'm out of here. And as always, no heat.
He wants to do what? No one wants to hear the splash in the pipe.
No.